What up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Just out here with this black beauty here. It's 2022 Street Glide ST with the 117 in it. We can see her looking nice and sharp here. I was gonna go over all of the upgrades that I've done to the bike today, but I have to meet a friend in like 30 minutes, so we're gonna have to keep this one short and sweet. But what we are going to talk about today real quick is the sound system. So my man Jorge over at SideWalk Customs put the system together. So we went with 2 6.5 Cicadas, 2 6.5 PRVs, 2 6x9 not diamonds, Hertz, 2 6x9 Hertz, and then we have 2 if you can see 2 8s, so one on this side and one in the other bag. And then you can see, I don't know if you can see in there really good, you can see how much space is left in the bag. There's just a lot of space left in the bag, so it's not like, you know, I put a 10 in there or whatever and it sits right in the middle. The 8 is pushed all the way back in the corner, so I like that a lot better, because at first I was only going to do the 6x9s and leave it at that. But then when I saw the space that the 8s are taking up, which really is not a lot of space, let me see if I can find a decent song, because also another thing that comes into play is the songs and how you have them recorded. So let's see what we got going on. And I also had Jorge flash the radio too, so he did that for me. Something that Harley claimed they couldn't do, and that you had to get the whim to get Carplay to actually work. So you see it just pops right on. So let's see if we can find something to play. Let's see. Okay. So you can already hear the bass going. And that's kind of halfway. These cicadas are fire. So let's do the little walk back. Hopefully we don't piss anybody off. Do a little walk back. And that's still not all the way up. I think it's like 1 notch from max. don't know if you can even still see the bike. So that's pretty far back. So now a new song is getting ready to come on. Hopefully it's not too loud. But I like what he did with the sound system. So when he first did it, he had one tune in there, and I didn't think I was getting enough bass. So he worked on it some more on his own bike, and then told me to come back. And now that's what we got going on now. I mean, the bass that's coming out of there is just crazy. The 6x9s are just going off the chain. So you can literally just do a 4-speaker setup with 2 6.5s and 2 6x9s in your lids, and you'll be sounding good. I got the extra bass because I have the 10s, I have the 2 8s in the bag. And that's about max right there. If you go to the next one, depending on the song and how loud it's recorded. So if you go to the next notch, you'll basically be at max. And sometimes the songs will get a little distorted. So if you stay about 3 to 4 notches from the end, then you're doing good. Go this way. That's not all the way, but we play from the front. So you see how it sounds. So I'm telling you, if you need your bike done and you need some tunes, go see George over at SideWalk Customs out in Miami, Florida. He'll tighten you up. Whether you want 10s in your bags, or you want 8s, or you want just a 4-speaker setup, you know, where you have the 6x9s in the lids and the 6.5s here. You get those cicadas, because cicadas also have the horn in them. Or if you want, you can take your mirrors off and put some tweeters. I like the mirrors, so I kept them, and I just wanted to have a good pair of 6.5s that had really good horns. So you're getting mid-bass with the horns, mid-bass, and I think these two guys are mid-range. So it's a good balance when you're listening to the music. Let's try another song.
Monkey.
And you hear those highs. sound really good. The bass sound really good. George over at SideWalk Customs. The other things I got going on is I have a Sound Digital 800.4, a Sound Digital 1200.4, and a Mini HK DSP. I also upgraded my battery to a lithium battery since I'm running all this stuff now, so I needed the extra juice, so I did that. But again, I'll talk more about some of the upgrades that I did on the bike another day, and I'll post that. But I'm telling you, once again, George over at SideWalk Customs, he is the man. You know, so if you can't get up to NVS up in New Jersey, or if you can't get over to Big Money Rob in California, and I think Rob is in, oh man, I forget what, Palo Alto, yeah, there you go. So he's in Palo Alto in California, Big Money Rob, and then you got Carlos over at NVS in Roselle, New Jersey, and you got George, you know, who's down in Miami. You know, quiet as kept. He's undercover, but he does an excellent job, and it's really neat too. So I can't complain. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention is when George cut in the 6x9s, you know how a lot of times people will cut in your 6x9 speakers, and all of a sudden you'll have a bunch of water in your bags, and that's normally because either you have the wrong speaker or you have the wrong kind of adapter for your 6x9s. But George made sure all of that was right. No water in the bag, and mind you, all I've been doing is riding in rain, it seems like lately, and I've had no water in the bag, so I can't complain about that either. So again, if you're thinking about getting your music done, I think I posted a video with George's 4-speaker setup where he had 2 6.5s and just these 2 Hertz 6x9s. That sounded good to me. So anyway, I just wanted to add that little bit of extra. So I can't complain. But anyway, that's all that I got for this one. Catch you on the next one.